Hi everybody, welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. Look at this set. This is another Mattel Brick Shop Premium Series. This is the top of the line for Mattel Brick Shop, and it is an incredible set. It's 1,600 pieces. HWW25 is the set number. It runs $129.99 for 1,600 bricks. That's incredible. Premium set. They use metal wheels, integrated tires and wheels together. You don't have to merge the tire with the wheel, and a lot of extras. You get the, over here, there you go, you get the Hot Wheels version of this set. You get a nameplate, all metal nameplate, metal mirrors, metal wheels, metal inserts on the wheels, and extra beautiful, nice, large wheels and tires to make up this set. What you have is 28 bags that make up this entire set. By the way, this is an enclosure for the Hot Wheels car that comes with it. The metal Hot Wheels car can go into its own separate enclosure. That's included. You have a separate sticker sheet right here, just to customize. There's no stickers in the set except to customize it only, but the main build does not have stickers. It's all pre-printed pieces. And here is your 28 bags. It's a massive set. Just super huge. Beautiful set. This is their premium line. This was recently released by Mattel Brick Shop, and it incorporates the best of the best that they have. This would be along the lines of the best that Lego has in car building. And there it is. Beautiful set. Just a beautiful set. The manual, excellent. Excellent print quality. 331 pages, and it goes into great detail about this Mercedes 300 SL, and it's a 17 plus set, and it is the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. So there you have it. That's what we're doing next. Come along with me. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to handle this yet, being there's 28 bags involved here. We'll do updates. The manual calls for 2 bags at a time, but that'll make an extremely long video, so I'm going to have to adjust maybe 4 bags at a time or 3 bags at a time. At some points you might do 2 bags. It just depends on how the build progresses, and we'll check for any issues along the way or any problems. I don't think we're going to have any. This is the third Brick Shop current release, new releases, that I have built, and all of them so far have been excellent. This evolved from Mega. I don't know if you remember Mega sets from Mattel, and they reimagined themselves into Mattel Brick Shop, and just came along very nicely. They've really done a great job. This will compete with Lego in every single way. So there you have it. Let's get on it, and we'll be back after the first few bags. I'm not sure, again, 2 or 4, and we'll update and show you any progress and how the set's progressing, and how it looks at that point, if there's any issues. So thanks so much for coming along. Thanks for watching. This is going to be a fairly big build and long build, but we'll get to it and get it underway. Thanks for coming along. I much appreciate it. I hope you enjoy this build as much as I will, and we'll see how this premium set comes about. Again, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let me know. Do you have this set? Would you be interested in getting this set? Let me know. Would appreciate that. So let's get on it, and we'll be back after the first few bags and show you the progress at that point. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. Here is a great big build. This is another Mattel Brick Shop set. Excellent set. 17 plus set, 1,600 pieces. It is set number HWW25, Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. And this is the premium series. This is the top of the line for what Mattel Brick Shop offers. Here's where we're at. We've completed the first 4 bags. There's 28 bags total of bricks. And we're working through the first 4. We've completed those, and now we're going to move on to bags 5 and 6. Then we'll do 7 and 8, and then we'll be back with another update. Here's what we have. First of all, this is what's included. Look at that. The 300 SL in its own special case with lettering on it. Excellent. That comes with it. That's all included in the set. Here's bags 5 and 6 laid out. There's 5. And that's 6 out of 28. Over here we have the 4 large tires and wheels. 2 different choices of hubcaps, all metal. These are metal hubcaps. You can see the mirror that's going to go on the fender, and the mirror on the inside, metal, all metal. The Mercedes logo is metal. And you have the Hot Wheels nameplate that can go under the car or be used as a keychain. That's metal. A lot of metal pieces. The only stickers used in this are to customize it. Everything else is printed. All printed parts. What an excellent set. Just a first-class set here. So, let's move on to bags 5 and 6, and we'll be back after that. And, you know, you might think the 300 SL is not a super exciting car, but actually, if you look at the history of this car, and the owner's manual does get into that, this is quite a fantastic car for its day, and really iconic, very iconic. So I'm glad to be building this one. So there you have it, 17 plus, 1,600 pieces. HWW25 is the set number. Here's the manual. You can see how thick that is. It's a pretty 331 pages on the manual and multiple pages of parts. So here's where we are. Bags 5 and 6. So here's what we have through the first 4 bags, building up the chassis. Here's the steering section right here. This car does have steering right there. All of that is steering mechanism, the gearing. There's the universal joint that will attach to the shaft that goes to the steering wheel. Mainly just the chassis getting built up here. That's where we're at so far. This will be the center console when we get there with the shift lever, the gear shift on the floor. That's where we're at. Really looks great so far. Come together very nicely. So thanks for coming along with me. Thanks for watching. We'll be back after the next 4 bags, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll give you another fresh update and show you how this is coming along. So far, just excellent. No issues at all. The brick quality, top notch. At least as good as Lego. In some cases, I think a little better finish on these bricks than Lego, although I do love Lego. I am a Lego channel, but I do like to expand out and find other manufacturers that are doing a good job. And Mattel Brick Shop is definitely doing that. This is their premier line. This is the top they offer. And this set only runs $129.99 for 1,600 pieces. What a bargain. So, we'll be back. Stay with me. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Love to hear from you. We'll be back. Hi, everybody. RP from the RP Price Lego Build Review channel. Welcome back to this Mattel Brick Shop Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. What a big, beautiful set this is. It's a 17 plus set. 1,600 pieces, 1,600 pieces is part of their premier line. Premier line is the best that Mattel Brick Shop makes. And we just completed bags 7 and 8. Now we're moving on to bags 9 and 10. Right here. Look at how it's coming along here. There's the bags 9 and 10 laid out right there. And there is the set so far. A very large set. It's 14.5 inches long and 4 inches high and very wide as well. You see the front steering that was installed a while back. With the pedals right there. That's going to be the center console with the shift lever when we get there. And here's what we have. Coming together very nicely. You have an opening trunk in the back right here. This will open. And there's a, if you look inside, you can see a lever that lifts up to prop the trunk lid open. Apparently they didn't have a way to keep it open on its own. There's your rear bumper, license plate, and the rear lights are all installed. And underneath, to give you a real good look at this, you can see the steering setup here. These yellow pieces are just temporary pieces to keep it stable until that section is added on. And there is the underside, the chassis, and all the base plates. It's all finished underneath. Same with those orange pieces in the back. They're just stabilizers temporarily. They'll be removed. So that's where we're at so far. What a great set. This set is extremely highly detailed. They're covering all the bases here. All pre-printed pieces, no stickers. Only stickers in this set. There's a sticker sheet, but it's only for customization. If you want to add the customization for racing, as this car was a race car, was used as a race car several times. So there it is. Let's move on to 9 and 10, and we'll go from there. And I think we'll probably be doing 9, 10, 11, and 12 to keep this video a little shorter. And we'll show you the details at that point, show you the progress, and if there's any issues. So far, no issues at all. Beautiful set coming together very, very nicely and greatly detailed. Really nice detail in this set. Brick quality is excellent. Sensitive pieces that are pre-printed are also in separate bags, so they don't get too marred up. And it's very nice so far. So, thanks for coming along with me. Thanks for staying with me. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. The Brick Shop Premier line is really, really great. And this set's only $130 for 1,600 pieces, which is a real good buy. And it's a good, solid, heavy set. So, let's get on it. We'll do the next 4 bags, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and we'll be back after that and give you a fresh update. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for coming along. We'll be back. Oh, by the way, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much. Welcome back to the ongoing build of the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, a truly iconic car and a race car as well. It's a 17-plus set. Set number HWW25. It's a new release of the premium series from Mattel Brick Shop, and it is an incredible build. Incredible build. 1,600 pieces, and it runs $129.99, which isn't bad at all for the brick count. Here's where we are. We completed 4 prior bags, which was 11, 12, 13, and 14. We're now moving on to 15, 16, 17, and 18 out of 28 total bags. Here's what we have. Here's bags 15 and 16 laid out right here. Here's what we've accomplished through the last 4 bags from our last update. As you can see, the back end's pretty much complete except for the top, which will go on a little bit later. You have a gear shift with a shift pattern right there on the floor shifter. The trunk is complete. The rear section back here is complete. You can see the lettering is all printed. There's no stickers here. And it's license plate, the rear bumper, and the lighting back here, amber and red lighting. As we come across, this is supposed to be, which was an interesting build, right? This portion right here. Those are rubber strips that tie in to put a 2-tier storage container that goes in the back of the car. And of course the rear, which is kind of hard to manipulate. There's your rear trunk. It's got a gray floor and it's got a prop. You can see the prop right there to prop it up, although it does stay open on its own. Moving to the front now. A lot of the build is coming to the front right here. And of course we'll be building all that up. Steering system is in, but no way to steer it at this point because there's no steering wheel or shaft right now. We just have a gear section right there, and you can see where the shaft will attach. So that's where we're at so far. Coming along very nicely. It's a nice large model. It's 14.5 inches long, and really, really, really nice car. This is going to be very nice when it's done. So let's get on to the next 4 bags, 15, 16, 17, and 18 out of 28, and we'll be back, and I'll show you what is going on at that point. So far, no issues really. The trunk gave me some trouble. It's built pretty well. However, these areas, the bricks that they used to stiffen the top section right here, these bricks right here, there's 5 of them total, is kind of on the weak side, so it comes apart pretty easily. You have to be very careful when you manipulate that trunk lid. So that's it. Everything else coming together very nicely. Premium line looks great, and it's a nice large scale set. So let's get on to the next 4 bags, and we'll be back after that and give you a fresh update. Thanks so much for coming along. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Here we are through bag number 18. So we did 15, 16, 17, and 18 out of 28. Now we're going to move on to bags 19, 20, 21, and 22. Here's what we have so far on this great set. The Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, the Premium Series from Mattel Brickshop. It's a new release, $129.99. Ooh, we built up quite a bit from the last update. These, you see the entire siding there. These metallic pieces here just look fantastic. They're very, very shiny. I love the finish on them. These pieces here, same way. These have got a lot of sheen and shine to them. And those tend to move quite a bit, but when you line them up, they stay. Look at the interior on this car. Look at how detailed this is. Of course, you have the steering wheel. The steering is now installed with the steering wheel. So now we have movable steering from the steering wheel right there. And there's the shift lever with its own shift pattern, knob on the top. The mirror, the dash-mounted mirror, that is all metal. That's a metal piece, part of the Premium Series. And look at the instrumentation. Look at how clear that looks. Fantastic. And you have a radio down below, kind of hard to see, but it's down there. And typical of this generation of cars, you got the plaid seats, very, very nicely detailed. The seat backs do move as well. And now we're going to be moving on to the engine. We'll be building up the engine. You can see the radiator is already in there, and moving up to the front and finishing that part. So it's coming together very, very nicely. It's a beautiful car, a lot of detail. With 1,600 pieces, you can make a lot of detail here. And the brick quality is excellent. Everything's just coming together beautifully. Some of the parts fit so tight. The studs are so tight of a fit that you got to work at them for a while to get them to push together. Once they do, though, they are solidly stuck together. It's very hard to get them apart. So there you have it so far. Looking good. And we will move on now and move on to the next 4 bags. And that'll take us to bag 22. So let's get on it. And we'll be back after that and give you another fresh update. Thanks so much for coming along. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let me know what you think of this car. Fantastic car. Very detailed. Thanks a lot for coming along, and thanks for watching. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're moving on the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL on this great Mattel Brickshop set. 1,600 pieces here. Here's where we're at. We're moving on to bags 23 and 24. We completed the last 4, which would have been 22, 21, 20, and 19. Here's 23 and 24 laid out. Each one is a separate bag. That's 23, and that's 24. Look at how we've come along here. Well, entire front end, the headlights, the running lights, the metallic bumper, the license plate. You can see how shiny those metallic pieces are. It's amazing what Mattel does here on these shiny pieces. I wish Lego would do that a little bit more. Extremely shiny. A lot of gloss to them, as you can see. So what we accomplished here was this entire front piece. A lot of little pieces to that, believe it or not, to build that. The Mercedes logo in the center on the grille is metal. That's a metal piece that snaps in. That is solid metal, not plastic. And you get a pre-printed Mercedes-Benz logo right there in the front. We completed the engine. That is all complete now. Right on down to the spark plug wires. You can see them right there. And this hose right here going to the radiator hose. Right there. And there's the radiator. Of course, you saw before the interior, the solid metal rearview mirror. Interior, extremely detailed. Really coming along nicely. So that's what we've accomplished. Steering system's in, steering wheel's on. That's all working fine. So let's get on to 23 and 24. We're getting done, getting close to the end here. There's 28 bags total. And it's coming along very, very, very nicely. I'm very, very impressed with this set. Very impressed with the details on this set. Really am. Really well done on this. Very well done. So, let's get on to it. We'll do 23, 24, 25, and 26, and then we'll be back with an update at that point and show you how far we progressed at that point. We'll be almost done when we get to bag 26. 2 more to go, 27 and 28. So, thanks for coming along. Thanks for hanging in there on this. I know it's a long video and it's a big build, being so many pieces and so many small pieces. But it's coming along nicely, and I hope you're getting something out of this and enjoying it. It's a good set. For $129, you can't beat this set. It's really a great deal. So, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you have this set, let me know. If you have any other brick shop sets, let me know that. I'd like to know how they come together for you. Are you enjoying them? Did you enjoy the build? Let me know. Much appreciated. We'll be back very shortly with the update after the next 4 bags. Thanks so much. Hi everybody, welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. And welcome back to the completion of this great set. It's the Mattel Brick Shop Premier Series set. This is the top of the line sets that they produce. And this particular set is HWW25 is the set number. It's a 17 plus set, 1,600 pieces, and it runs $129.99. Not a bad deal for the piece count. Look at this car. It's a very iconic Mercedes 300 SL, which has a very iconic history, and it was not only a production road car, but it was also a race car. And it has a very, very rich background. This set is 1/12 scale, so it's a very large set compared to the average, the 1/15 to 1/20th scale. This is a really good looking set. A lot of metal pieces here. Not as many as they'd like you to believe. The front logo and the grille is all metal. That's a metal piece. The lights, the bumper are all shiny, very shiny plastic. But boy, they look very metallic, the way they finished the surface on those. The front license plate, everything's pre-printed here. Anything you see on the bricks is pre-printed. There is absolutely no stickers on this set except for customization. If you want to customize it, which you can do, this particular set allows you to do that. And there's 2 separate bags, bags 27 and 28, to do that with a sticker sheet, specifically for customization, but not for the normal build. You have an opening hood right there with a prop rod. The engine, nicely detailed engine, right down to spark plug wires are right there. And there's your prop, 2 props right there. And you have a hose going to the radiator. You can see right in the center there. The brick finish is very, very good. It could be a slight bit better, but overall it's a very shiny surface. But you know, when you handle these, they do get a little marred and they get a little hazy. Other than that, though, pretty solid build. These are plastic pieces that look metallic. The wheels. There's 2 sets of wheels. The wheels here, they're all metal wheels, which I can come over here and show you. Here's the other set, right there. And these are metal. As you can hear, they are metal. Very heavy, too. And the wheel assemblies are very heavy. The tires and wheel assemblies are very, very heavy. Interior. Gull-wing doors on each side with prop rods right there. Interior is extremely well detailed. Look at the dashboard. All the gauges are represented. The rearview mirror on the dashboard is all metal. That's a metal piece as well. The steering wheel was custom made for this car. The seats, for the era that this car was produced, they're plaid seats. Come together very nicely. And they do move a little bit. As you come to the back, you got the these are one-piece windshields, by the way. The rear window and the front windshield are all one piece. And they're very well packaged and protected in the box. Back here, you have the trunk. The trunk lid, again, with a prop rod, as you can see. There's a spare tire that goes in the trunk. It's got a gray floor surface. You can see the rear lighting, rear license plate. Rear exhaust is metallic finish on the plastic. And that will stay up either with the prop rod or by itself, either way. Inside there's a storage compartment right there with straps. It's 2-tiered. Just a fantastic set. A lot of detail here. Their big claim to fame here on this new series when they went from Mega to Brick Shop was to give greater detail, and they're doing that. They're doing that, and they are including metal pieces. And they're heavy metal pieces, and they're finished in a nice chrome finish as well. You have a center gear shift knob right there. It's a floor shift with the shift pattern on the knob, which is really, really great. But really nice detail in here. So there you have it. And of course, with the set, you get the 1/64th scale Hot Wheels replica of this set right there. Its own compartment. You can store it in its own compartment. That's included. And it's even labeled right there. Mercedes 300 SL. You get a nameplate right here that can either be mounted under the car or it can be used as a keychain. And it does have the name of the set on that nameplate. Here's the sticker sheet for customization only. Again, there's 28 bags total in this set. 27 and 28 are specifically for customization if you want to turn it into more of a race car, which originally it was at one point. And you can do that if you'd like. I didn't do that. I just kept it stock. And it looks fantastic. Manual. 331 pages. It is a big, heavy, thick manual. Instructions are very clear, detailed. Some of the angles get a little complicated because they don't show exactly where placement is, but overall, it's pretty good. No complaints. Excellent quality on the manual. You have great detail in the manual about the history of the car and the developers from Mattel that developed the set. And here's a little bit of background on the set. And it is the premium series. That's their top series. And again, for $129, you can't beat this. You really can't. It's very, very hard to beat a set this good. And as you can see, the instructions are very clear. The pages are very large and detailed, all in color. And that's fantastic. 331 pages. So, there you have it. The Mercedes 300 SL. A very, very fun build. Gets complicated. There's a lot of small pieces to this set, so be aware of that. It takes some time to build, and it is because of the small pieces, that's what gives it the great detail that it has. And it has a lot of detail. A lot of detail. So check this one out. I think you'd really, really enjoy it. There's a hood latch, by the way, right here. There's a slider that pops the hood up right there. And just a great looking set here. And the quality, the fit and finish is excellent. So, very nice. So check this one out. I think you'd really enjoy it. It's a fun build. It takes time. You got to take your time, follow the instructions very closely, because there's a lot of little assemblies that have to be built, and you got to do them exactly the same way they say. Otherwise, you could end up having to disassemble a large part of the model to fix a mistake. So keep that in mind. I hope you came along in the build and had some fun with this with me. I certainly did. I enjoyed it very much. It's a long video, I know, but this set was worth it. $129.99 for 1,600 pieces is extraordinary. And the fit, finish, and quality of the set is excellent. 300 SL is an iconic car. A lot of people maybe would go, well, that's kind of boring, but not really. If you check the history out on this car, you'd find out it was quite an iconic car in its day. And it's a good representation of the car. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let me know what you think of this set. Do you have it? Are you enjoying it? How was the build for you? Let me know. I do answer all comments, and I much appreciate that. And please like and subscribe. It helps the channel, and I really appreciate that. Again, thanks for coming along. We'll be back with the next one very soon.